Right guys, quick episode today. I am going to speed paint the Witch King, not the one that you know. Anyway, we're going to be doing this guy, one from the made to order that I just got in. Let's go! So I picked up the Witch King in the made to order. I have had him lying around for a long time and I wanted to paint him up. I tried going back through all my orders to find out when it was I bought him, but I couldn't find anything. So I've got my timer, I've got 2 browns, 2 different greys, black and the old silver, and the trifecta. Actually, I don't think I'm going to need Reichland flesh shade because there's no skin or gold, so I'll put that back. The only issue I've got is, for some reason, the base spray has dried gloss. I seem to have this issue with everything drying gloss these days, including washes, and I really hate the glossy look. I'm a matte man, as they say, so if anyone knows why that keeps happening, please let me know. So let's go. So the first thing I'm doing is starting with a Storm Vermin Fur dry brush. I'm going to do this all over the cloak. Just set my timer up here and getting ready to start. As you're painting black, you want to make sure your brush is really dry, otherwise you'll end up highlighting the miniature too much. If you make a mistake, you can always just go over it with null oil and try again. That's what I usually do, is just add loads. If I make mistakes, it's just null oil, try again. So next up is null oil. I'm just going to quickly give this a nice old wash over the Witch King. I want to do this as fast as possible so I can stay under my 15 minutes on the timer. And of course, I'm not going to take drying time into consideration, otherwise we'd be here all day. I'm going to try speed it up with my hairdryer so I can get this done in one day. Right, next up, Administratum Green. Oh, I've chipped a bit. Again, because we're doing black, I want to keep this dry brush as light as possible. I do not want the miniature to look grey instead of black. I did end up going over it a bit too heavy, so what I did later on was give it another wash and another attempt at it. Next up, I just block in the sword and any armour in Stormhost Silver. Again, another wash of null oil. I do go over the cloak again here just because I want to kill 2 birds with 1 stone and dull the cloak down a bit as well. So we're at 4 minutes 40 and we're on to the bit that scares me the most and I think might take the longest time, is getting the horse done. I want to keep it a dark brown, so I go with a Rhinox hide base. I just go over the leather straps and the horse at the same time. I will make the straps a different colour around in the future. Right, so the leather straps, I am going to go for a Mournfang brown. I'm going to try and be as careful as possible, but also as fast as possible, and just get all the straps done in this colour. There will be a wash over it later on, and I will highlight it again, so any mistakes just now isn't too big of a deal, but I'm going to try and be as neat as possible. I also made sure to give the base a quick old rim as well. Right, I'm nearly near the 10-minute mark and I'm only just getting round to the Agrax Earthshade wash. I'm going to try and get this all over the horse and leather as fast as I can. Right troops, we're at 10 minutes and a half. This guy's looking pretty good. The washes are they've dried matte, thank God, so it's not pure shiny and glossy anymore. I think if I had to base him up right now, he would look fine, and I'd probably only take another 2 minutes, but I think I'm going to do a few wee extra touch-ups. Hopefully get it done in 15 minutes. Let's find out. The only issue I've got with this is it's quite watery, so you really need to try and get the driest part of the paint so that it dry rushes. Who would have thought? Right, let's go. Apologies here guys, I did manage to film my dirty freckly hand instead of the Witch King. I will give you a shot at the end so you can see what it looks like. Oh shit, shut up the clock. Looks much better. I know I'm cheating here because the clock stopped, but there's a bit of chipped paint here. Let's just cover that up. There we go. You can add a wee second if you want to. Not bad. Now I need to think what I'm going to do with the horse because I don't have a clue. So I initially started off dry brushing with the Rhinox hide again, just to kind of bring it up to that same tone. However, it ended up not looking light enough, so I mixed in some Steel Legion drab into the Rhinox hide, just on the dry brush, and this really helped make the kind of horse details pop a bit better. I'm being pretty careless with the straps here because I know I'm going to go over them again anyway. Stop. Sorry guys, I'm being a bit of an idiot here. I keep hitting stop my camera instead of stop the clock. So yeah, I've learned my lesson. I won't do it again, promise. Alright guys, I know this is going to take a bit of time and I don't really need to do it, but I want to highlight the straps a bit. So I'm going to do it. Here we go. Again, I managed to film my hand instead of the Witch King, so I'll try and use the best shots that I had for this. I think we're going to do it guys. I forgot I need to do silver and all the wee rings, and apparently this bit under here is silver, so I'm going to have to silver, oil silver. Don't know if I can do it, but we'll give it a bash, shall we? So all I did here was cover the rings in the front part in silver before giving it a wash of Nuln Oil. This tied the silver in with the rest of the model, giving it a more uniform look. So after this I decided that instead of sitting waiting for the ink to dry and not doing anything, I would base the miniature. As you can see, this sadly took us over the 15-minute time limit, but we'll soldier on anyway. Make sure to sweep the edge of the base rim just to get all the muck off. Right, 15 minutes. Could say he's done, but I want to take him up a wee level. Got some of these weathery powders, I've not used them before. Let's give them a mash, shall we? So I've seen some people, what they do is they just put it straight in the brush and put it straight on, and then some people what they do is they put it in a bit of water and then apply it. So I think I'll try both. I'll do the rust, I think it would be better if I put it in water, give them a bit of rust on the metal, and I'm thinking a dried mud. This looks like the driedest kind of for the cloak. I don't want it to be too wet, so I'll go with this one. Everybody says get a manky old brush, and I've got plenty of those. Right, let's give this a bash, shall we? Go. I was kind of inspired to do this because at the weekend I was playing in a tournament, and this guy had this amazingly weathered Numenorian army, Nicholas. It's absolutely incredible. I'll see if I've got any photos I can put up for you. I just think it really made the miniatures look a little bit more battle ready and such forth. We'll stop that there. Although I did manage to get it in the horse, so I'm going to get rid of that. Ow! Ow! That looks quite vibrant. I'm a bit worried about it, but fuck it, let's go. I don't like that. Aye, that'll do. Let's wait and see if that dries alright. Alright guys, I think the weathering's turned out quite nice. It's worked quite well, a wee bit of rust, no bad. Nice manky dried mud on the cloak. So last thing to do, the good old tufts. This is what will turn them from mediocre to less mediocre. So I've got them all ready, so I can hit that. Let's try and get it done in 20 seconds. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I'm not getting this done. Remember to try and cover up all the gaps that you make when you are not doing it properly. Oh crap, what have I done? There we go. Ah no, I missed 17 minutes. Oh, last one of this. Whoop. Whoop. The fuck am I doing? Something different. Oh, I've got a yellow. Oh shit. I think I've got enough space for it though. I should have planned this better. That looks horrendous. Right, stop. Ooh. There we go. What do we think, guys? Not bad for 17 minutes and 40-second work. Got technically, I could do 20 seconds to do something. What should I do? What should I do in 20 seconds? Absolutely fuck all. I'm leaving it at that. Let's go. So guys, pretty chuffed with how this turned out in the 17 minutes 40 seconds. I kind of wish I tried to keep to the 15-minute time slot, but I do think the little weathering details and the nice base has really brought the model to life. Makes me wonder, could the speed painting wizard have painted this in this manner in 15 minutes? I've not seen him since my Moria video, so if any of you know where the speed painting wizard is, please let me know. Anyway, moving on. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this silly little project of mine. I was just conscious I had to get a video out because it's been a while since my Numenorian one. My current project is Pinneth Gellin. I'll show you a couple of shots just now. Unfortunately, the project has been postponed a few times. One of the weekends I was supposed to finish it, Bucky was sick, so I was in and out of the vet like 3 times. But no need to worry, he's back to his old self now. Other issues we had been the post office. I think they've lost 3 of our parcels collectively since we started this project. So, hopefully all going well, we'll get our packages soon enough and we'll be able to finish the project and the video. I just wanted to give you a quick update. I'm also working on some battle reports, but yeah. Thanks for watching everyone. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and remember to give my bell a good old ring. How you sync your audio when you've only got one hand, right? Right, so I got the Witch King in the mid to order, and I want to get them done as fast as I can. So let's try to paint them up in 1 minute. Let's try to paint them up in 5 minutes. Let's try to paint them up in 12 minutes. That should cover all bases. So I can paint them in whatever time and just pretend. Actually, I'm an idiot. I could have just done this at the end when I know how fast it is. Here we are, guys. The worst bit of the whole fucking trilogy.
The nothingness that awaits you and your
I can't watch it. It's just so bad. Can't watch it again. What the fuck was Peter Jackson thinking? The whole point of this bit in the books is Gandalf doesn't want to unleash his power because he's that powerful, because he's a fucking god. So, but then the Witch King breaks through the gates, and he's like, "Oh fuck, I'm going to have to." But then Rohan arrives. He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to use his power. But in this, they make Gandalf out to be some kind of fucking little bitch. It's like he just beat the Balrog as the Grey. Oh, I'm not triggered. My camera's broke. You know, he beat the Balrog as a Grey, but then he can't fight some stupid fucking flappy robed on a fucking flying beast as the White. What the fuck, Peter Jackson?